Can't wait. It's going to be a good show today.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to Central Valley Today. I'm Stephanie Bainham.
And I'm Alex Delgado. Happy Wednesday to you. Thanks for being here today. It's a nice wet day. Not as gloomy as yesterday,
That's
but
right.
it's nice.
We appreciate the rain. And you know, we're going to start our show with something that many parents have to deal with nowadays, their kids' addiction to video games and devices.
Yes, and it's not only frustrating for parents, but digital devices are wreaking havoc in the lives of our children and our culture in general. So what are we to do? We are getting down to the nitty-gritty with some local experts that will be hosting a regional conference entitled Kids, Brains, and Screens. Please help me welcome Ron McLean. He is the founder and executive director of the Healthy Marriage Coalition here in Fresno. Good to see you, Ron.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And joining him, Chip Henderson. He is the pastor of Family Life over at the New Covenant Community Church. This is such an important topic. I appreciate you guys being here because honestly, I thought I was the only one with this huge problem, or thinking this is a huge problem, but I'm not, obviously, right, Ron?
You are not. In fact, the more we talk to people in our churches and my counseling practice, it's like this is a huge problem in our culture. And we may be talking about fentanyl and drugs and all that, but excessive screen use actually does to the brain in these young people what drugs do.
Oh, I believe it.
As far as the dopamine levels that are caused when they actually get on screens and can't get off. So it's doing damage to our kids' brains.
Yeah.
So we're really concerned about that and just wanted to do a conference where we can really educate and stimulate and help people.
That's awesome. So, Chip, what are you seeing with young people that you see at Family Life at the New Covenant Community Church?
Yeah, I mean, we saw the problem years ago, as it was coming on, just, as smartphones really started to come into play. And so we thought, well, we can educate our kids, but we got to educate parents as well in teaching and training. So one of the things that we identified was start to do classes. And so we started doing classes within our church, and that ended up growing to where some of the school systems started catching on and saying, like, okay, we've got to tackle this, and you're starting to see a lot more of the awareness there, and a lot of places tackling it. My wife and I have spoken about 20 different elementary schools now, and just educating parents on, hey, what Ron was saying, this is a real problem, and it is more of just our kids not socializing, but it's an addiction. It's something that's actually causing effects to their brain. So,
and that's something that you probably want to get across to the kids themselves,
Absolutely.
right? So are kids invited to the conference, and how are you going to speak about this to the kids differently than maybe you would to the adults, Ron?
Right. So our conference is divided up into two parts. There's a morning and afternoon session with Melanie Hempy, who's the CEO and founder of Families Managing Media in Charlotte, North Carolina. The evening session will actually be a child and adolescent psychologist who all he does is talk to kids, right? And so that'll be very, very applicable to them when they come in. They can come for free that night.
Oh, that's wonderful. Talk about Wired Child. This is another speaker you're going to have at the event?
This is the speaker that will be there that night, Dr. Richard Freed.
Okay.
And he has devoted his life to this topic because he found that most of his caseload happened to be parents who were bringing their kids to see him because they could not get off their devices.
Wow.
Yeah, so he wrote that book. It's excellent.
So, Chip, okay, so as parents, we hear all the time, manage your child's screen time, take it away from them, all the advice that seems logical, sometimes hard to do.
Right.
But what other kind of advice are we going to get that's different maybe than that?
some of it is the setting limits and restrictions, but even ideas like setting up a technology drawer in your house where, when it comes time for eating or just you want to shut it down as a family, all technology goes in the drawer. So there's going to be some practical ideas like that. But again, some of it too, just training parents on how to set up limits and restrictions. What's amazing is because a lot of technology has even become, for younger kids, it's the modern day pacifier. And so a lot of parents just don't think about the effects that it's having even on their young children mentally, but also just that you're conditioning them to this is all that they know and this is all that they do. And so some of that practical stuff at all ages and all levels, and just some practical guidelines in terms of things like a drawer.
I love the practical stuff.
Yeah.
Me and my husband have a no phones at the dinner table rule.
Good rule.
And it's so great because you actually connect with people, look at them in the eyes.
Right.
Kids don't even know how to look adults in the eyes these days,
They
do
don't.
they?
No, and they don't know how to have a conversation eye to eye with another person because they're used to doing that on
On the screen.
screens.
That is dangerous.
It is, very.
And detrimental for their own futures. And you said it was going to be detrimental to our culture in general. What do you mean by that, Ron?
Well, I think socially, when you go out into the workforce, obviously, even as we're doing here, being able to sit and talk and be intelligent and all that, people that don't have the experience to be able to sit and do that, but they have to text, like I met with a guy today. His girlfriend, she will not talk to him in person. She wants to text everything to him. Yeah, she's afraid to actually come and be physically present.
No.
Wow.
So we're talking about actually just having a human-to-human relationship. And these young kids, it's all about texting, you know?
So, Chip, do you think it's too late, or can we still save each other?
Well,
Good point.
the reality is technology isn't going away.
Yeah.
It's just going to build and it's going to add, and so more things are going to come. The biggest thing is that parents have to commit to parenting and actually, because it's not, Alex, you said, it's not easy. Kids are always going to push back. This is going to be a constant. It happened all throughout time, and it's going to happen with technology over and over. We have to commit as parents to parenting through it, to setting up the restrictions and limits and doing the things that have to be done. I think culturally, as a society, conferences like this, coming on and discussing it is only going to help because just so many parents just aren't aware of the problems and the dangers.
So true.
And I think also we live in a child-centered parenting type culture. And so a lot of the parents that I counsel, they basically are letting their kids tell them what to do instead of the parents setting the limits and just realizing you're there to be a parent, not necessarily their friend all the time. And so we're really stressing that you do have the authority to set the limits, and that's really important to do.
Great stuff.
Yes.
All right, well, stick around, if you will, both. We've got more to talk about, including, it's not just our kids that are addicted to video games, but as Ron mentioned, maybe your husband or boyfriend or even wife spends a little too much time in front of a video screen. We're going to tackle that issue as well right after this.
KC24 brings you a lifestyle show